Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's midweek reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on railroads. And not just because, yes, I have been playing with my train set that I bring out every Christmas and now it's being boxed up to go away. What I'm really thinking about is not just railroads, we're being railroaded. You know, we have this phrase of being railroaded into something, and we can be railroaded out of something. Railroads work on a track system. The track is fixed, the car goes on the track, and the car goes exactly where the track goes and nowhere else. But this works in our lives in many ways because sometimes we get stuck on a certain track and it takes us to places sometimes that we want to go and we've thought about going, and sometimes it takes us to places that are unintentional, we haven't thought about. And I've been thinking about it because last week we had this wonderful celebration of Theophany, beautiful blessing of the waters, and then we were able to participate in the baptism and chrismation of 15 people into our parish here at St. Nicholas. Many of them were here because of their adherence to Christian morality, which led them away from other churches where that morality had been getting more and more vague or even going against what Christian morality has been thought of in Orthodoxy. And their adherence to God's morality led them to Orthodoxy. In many ways, in many sad ways, I think many people, particularly young people in the Orthodox Church, have taken moral stances where they accept non-Orthodox Christian morality because that's what the culture teaches and they see it on social media and their friends. It's just sort of considered accepted morality. In many cases, it's immorality, but they've accepted it. And, you know, they're going to stick around Orthodoxy. However, I think they ought to be thinking about this because just by assuming their morality or lack of morality in terms of how the church views that morality, not thinking about that they're really on a collision course. In other words, they're either going to have to change their morality or they're going to have to change their connection to Orthodoxy because Orthodoxy is not going to change. Orthodox Christian morality has been the same from the beginning. And not that any of us follow it perfectly. We don't. I fail all the time. Maybe you fail all the time. But at least, hopefully, we're able to say, yes, this is the morality that God has shown us in the Holy Orthodox Church. But many of our young people are saying, well, here's my morality. Here's what I think is right and wrong. And they hope the church can catch up or be modernized in such ways that, let's be honest, it's not going to happen because it shouldn't happen. We think God should be the one that sets morality, and then we should be the ones to strive to meet it. Whereas I think many, many young people, and I think we're going to see this more and more, sadly, they have the morality, and if the church doesn't bend to meet it, I don't think this is their intention, but in a sense, they're railroading themselves out of the Orthodox Church because the Orthodox Church is not going to bend with these world's morals. I don't think a lot of our kids are thinking about it. I don't think they're thinking, well, I'm heading out of the church, but I think they've got themselves on a collision course with a railroad track that takes them away from Orthodoxy because, as I said, their morality is being fixed. They want the church to change. If the church doesn't change, what I don't think they're seeing is down the road, they're going to end up with a split from the church because how do they stay in a church where they don't believe in the morality? How do we fix this? There's no easy fix. We in Orthodoxy are thankful for the fact that we have our morality given to us by God. It's a morality not as the world sees it, which is really bigoted and oppressive and uncaring. Actually, it is a morality of love, where we say God has given us our morality in his love for us, not in his desire to rob us or to give us a bad time in life or to suffer. No, our morality is as a gift, as a loving gift, where God says to us, here's the right way, not just because it's right in his eyes, because it's best for us. And so whether you're a young person or any kind of person struggling with the church's moral stance on issues, whether it's homosexuality or abortion or whatever the controversial issue happens to be, I want to encourage you to really look into where does the Orthodox Church get this teaching and why? Why does the church teach it? Because we understand this is an expression of God's love, not his restriction, not him being a spoilsport and a party pooper. Our God is a God of love, and there's no better way that he could have shown us his love than he showed us in his life and especially in his death. So I hope everyone will reconsider their morality and see it first as understanding what the church's teaching is and why, and then decide how they feel about their personal morality versus the other way, which is they have their personal morality or immorality. It clashes with the churches, and unknowingly and without their intention, they may be railroading themselves eventually out of the Orthodox Church. At the same time, others are finding the haven, the safe haven that is Holy Orthodoxy. So let's think about how we come to our morality. Let's not railroad ourselves on our way out of the church, and realize that our God is a God of love, and his love is most clearly shown in the fullness that we understand in the Holy Orthodox Church. I hope you find this helpful. If so, please share it with your friends any way you'd like, and God willing, we'll see you in next week's video.